Next, here is my Linux PC, guys. If you are using a core machine, mainly if you are using a minimal version, better always log in as a root, because if anything you want to do in admin wise, so root only option, right? And I put a password already, admin at the rate 123. Okay, so better to keep one type of password only, like a admin at the rate 123 is like a commonly for you and me, so it is easy to troubleshoot it. Later, once you got more experience with the machines, you can use it in anything. Okay, same IP address is no change, and I don't do anything in this machine, so I will go to my putty only. So you understand why we should use a putty also. So here I save the changes with this name. Okay, yesterday I showed how to save the names also. Okay, so name, load, same IP, no IP changes. Okay, good. Open. Now it is showing my putty. I log in as a root in one window. Then root is login. Next, I'm minimizing this one and I'm going to another putty for a student. So two users at a time, no problem. Open. I'm logging with a student, means second user you created, right? So that is a I put a name is student for that one, and password also student. So then I don't forget, and I don't usually I can remember that password easily. So I log in as a student. I see who means student, and root is a login. First root is TTY, means actual machine I login. This is remotely I login, and this is also remotely I login. From where I login, also name is showing here, because IPv6 it is showing the name like that. Okay. If you want to access this my virtual machine, so we need a public access connections required. That is why your public IP address will come in that picture. Next, guys, try to download this AnyDesk and TeamViewer. Both keep it. Okay, so TeamViewer, if necessary, then you can install it. Now my TeamViewer is giving my problem, but still no problem. I have a desktop there; it is working fine. This is AnyDesk. Okay, so install AnyDesk in your PC compulsory, and then you can install in TeamViewer also. Okay, TeamViewer and AnyDesk. Whenever you got a issues, when you told, so I can able to connect, and I can solve your problems. Don't feel shy. So this is a student account, because sometimes when I need few things, I have to go to root to do something. Okay, admin related one. Actually, I don't need of that root to open. I can do it everything from here only by switching users. But still, I want to put a separate. Okay, next. Yeah, I started recording. Okay, okay, guys. I'm not waiting for all the things. Okay, so here first of all, we seen the file creation and all, not seen. Only thing we seen head command, tail command and all. And already I told yesterday I will show you how to do few things like a sort command and all. But problem is, if you don't know how to create a file and adding a data, okay, so we need to do that one. Okay, so here how to create a file. First one is,
Hello.
yeah, tell me.
Sir, this question I have in question, which is regarding IP again. Actually, as in we usually see the Linux password IP address to use putty.
Yes.
So it is suppose there is one Linux machine or Linux server, and multiple user are trying to access it using putty. So will they use the same IP address, or
Same
is it
IP. Same IP.
okay?
Good question. Same
Okay,
IP.
sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good question. So Chinmay got a problem to download putty. So how to share putty? It is .exe format. We can't share with anything, so that's a little bit difficult. But I will try once again. Download. Server is running. Download putty only. Click here. Alternate binary files.
Sir, this the page, same page I'm not able to see on my desktop, sir.
Okay.
I'm having some trouble.
I will try then. Okay. Do you have my Google Drive, right? So that OS drive, Google Drive link.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I have, sir.
Okay, I will try to copy inside of this one. These things. Okay. Yeah, my putty is in my desktop. Actually, .exe is difficult to share. Okay, yeah. If you currently this is old one, but I want to remove few things from here. Mm, can you share the link to try from there? Sometimes your antiviruses also will give problems, but actually it is a pure cleaned one, so we don't get any virus from there. Okay, guys. So here is a question: if you have a one single Linux server, you have a one single server, but if you want to access that machine with multiple, like this is a Linux server, so this is different PCs. Okay, so different Windows PCs or Linux PCs, all are connecting from like this. Okay, so I change little bit question. One second, guys. Wait. Sir, please inform us. We will do it. One second. I want to see Monica, Sneha, Krishna, people. Questions. Okay, so I'm starting. How to create a file. Okay, so one of the command is touch command to use to create a file, like a touch F1 .ext or just F1 also no problem, because Linux understand both formats unlike Windows. Okay, because we are creating a file, it will understand what is that type of file it is. Okay, like it will create actually a empty file. Okay, it create an empty file, means it create a file but it does not contain any data, so you have to edit the file later to keep it the data. So that is it. Next, What is the use of cat? Cat is used to read the file. Cat is used to read file. Okay. Cat is used to read the file. Okay, and also we can use cat with IO redirection. Redirection. Okay, with IO redirections, it means using a greater and a double greater. Using these two things, we can able to write. Okay, so we can create a file with some data, with data or with lines, with data. I put a data. So just try to understand. Okay. Now, first of all, I'll try to show you how to use the cat to create all these things. Okay. So see, there. Cat is a command to read the file and also we can write the file. So I use cat greater and put a cf1 just for example, cf1. Then press enter. Type something one line. So I'm lining this is cf1 file. You can enter one line, two lines, three lines, how many lines you want to enter, you can enter it. Then you have to press control ctrl plus d. So you have to use the control d, okay, to save the one. Okay, so first we'll see this one and we'll see other things. Okay, this is root. We don't require root for that one because root is a highly privileged one. When we need a root user permissions and all, we can use it. So first I'm going to create a file using cat command. Before that one, ls is a command to see what is the files are created inside of your file. Also you can use ls space hyphen l or ll. So ls is a command to see what are the files or directories in the current working directory. So I will close the door. Lot of sound noises are coming. Okay, so ls is a command to see, mainly first is ls is a command to see what are the files or directories uh, in the current working directory or a particular directory also we can able to see it. Okay, so that will first ls one command. Next option is ls space hyphen l. So hyphen l will show you list. So the files are directories in the listed format. Long list format means who created that file and which group. Okay, size of the file, when it is created, last modification date it will shows. Okay, last modification date and permissions on it. If you see a dash like this, so see guys, if you see a like a hyphen means it's a file, just a file. Okay, okay, if you see a hyphen means it is a file. If you see a d means directory. If you see a d in this location is a starting, in starting only instead of hyphen. If you see d means directory, file, directory, two things. Okay, sometimes it will show l. Sometimes it will show l means it's a linked file. Sometimes it shows l means linked file. Okay, sometimes it will show yes t some kind of stuff that is like a sticky bits kind of stuff. Okay, next command I use in ls only, ls space hyphen a. What is a means all. A means all, including hidden files also. These are the hidden files. If you see dot bash history, dot bash logout, dot bash profile, dot bash rc, like this. This is a these are hidden files. So when you use only ls, you can see there is a some three files are there. But if you see here, there is a certain extra files means all files. Next, capital Z. Capital Z means SC Linux. It means you can see a data, you can see a normal long list format, but you can see something is here. Okay, so this is the content. So underscore t means content. You can see user underscore home underscore t means this file is created under users home directory. This file is created under user home directory. I'm putting pwd. Can you see? Student is a user and student is a folder here under home directory. Okay, slash home is a directory. Under that one I have a student folder. In this folder I have a data. So this data is this information by z. It is showing this data location is user underscore home, like that. Okay, so of course you can see different datas. If you want to see the differences, okay, slash etc slash passwd. So it's showing it's a passwd file underscore t. So little bit different. Unconfined underscore u object hyphen underscore r. But system u means this file is belongs to system and it is a password file. Each file having some information. Okay, we'll go to any other things.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
ls hyphen z it's showing invalid command.
Space, space,
Space, sir.
capital
I've
Z,
given space.
capital Z. Sorry, capital
Capital
Z.
Z. Oh, okay.
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 So I said Z, but I didn't say capital Z. It's a capital Z. Option is capital Z. Okay.
It's showing, sir. Okay.
Showing. Okay. So what is the use of hyphen Z? To see the certain content on it. What is this content? Is nothing but SE Linux content. Okay, it is belongs to SE Linux content. So there is a different purpose are there. We'll discuss based on our time. Okay. So this is about your SE Linux. First, I forget. ls space hyphen il. ls space hyphen il. There is a certain number is showing here in this corner. You can see a certain number here. What is this number? This number is called a inode number. This number we call it as a inode number. Okay. So inode table number, actually it is a inode table number. Inode number also. Okay. Remember this il. It means inode number. So that number is showing here. Okay. Next, ls space hyphen capital R. ls space hyphen capital R. So it is not showing much, but if you want to see once again, hyphen capital R. Okay, 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 okay. I'm going to root for this one. In the root, I'm typing ls space hyphen capital R slash. It means, under slash we have a lot of directories, right? So ls space slash. These are all directories under slash. You can see bin, dev, home, like this. Okay, bin, dev, boot, etc, lib, home, mnt, media, proc, run, like this. usr, var, temp, directories, right? For example, I want to go to etc. Under etc, lot of files are there. like that. Lot of files are there, right? Each directory having so much of data, each directory having a so much of data. So if you put ls space hyphen capital R, so it will show you the current directory contain that data only. But if I wanna use a slash, this shows entire tree. So this is showing like this, but so I put a full screen mode. Guys, close your eyes and now open. Okay. So when someone like your mom or dad or but looking at your screen, suddenly what you do, put ls space hyphen capital R and slash, so something is going on, right? So they think you are doing some greatest work, like you are become a rocket scientist. Okay, so this is the command, the hierarchical one. Just to know the commands, what are the commands you can able to use it. Okay, next. ls space hyphen l is a one of the command to see data wise, right? Like you can see when it is created. Okay, different timing, these two are created in the same time, and this is created in a different time. So ls space hyphen lr lr rl, anything, it means it will show in a different format. See, like this is reverse order. We can see the reverse order like this, the time, different time, sorting different. See, you can see the it is 1656 1656 went to down, and these two timings are in up. Why? Because of r, reverse. lt so this is again following timeline, so this is following timeline. ltr, reverse timeline, again reverse timeline. Okay, so these are the few commands. Of course, can you see these two files are started with a t? This file is started with t, this file is also started with t, right? So ls space t start means it is showing starting with t only, it is not showing 20, it is not showing 20 thing. Okay, so like that we can use a wildcard marks. Wildcard marks also I will tell you anyway. So then in ls also, now currently, so look at this part. Okay, so okay, so here is I given some commands. ls is a most useful thing. ls space hyphen l, it is nothing but both are alias commands only. Sometimes I use ls space hyphen l normally, I don't use ll normally. Okay, so some of the people use that one, and people said like sir, you don't know ls space hyphen ll, like that. One day I got a doubt and I asked one linux administrator only. Okay, and I asked him like what is difference between LL and LS space urban LL. So he said LL will give you long list format. Then this is also giving same output. What is the difference? He said no, not this one, not this one, but nothing is there. LS space hyphen LL is nothing but LL. Sorry, LS space hyphen L is nothing but LL. Both are alias commands. Means so we can use in a different way of the command. Alias commands. Try these commands now later also, so we'll understand it. Okay, so this is our ls to verify. Okay, ls. So there is a two files are there. Now I'm using a cat command, cat greater. Okay, so cat greater, just for example cf1. Now I'm typing some text. This is file. Okay, which file it is? Oh, sorry. It's a little bit up arrow, down arrows won't work. It is like a word style only. It will work. cf1 file. Something. Guys, don't use like this. Use some text. So then you can habituated to use the typing things. Okay, so that's why. Control D. So I saved the file. Control D. I saved the file. Now verify. ls. See, there is a file. Or you can use ll also. No problem. So cf1 file is created. Now I want to read the file. I want to read the file. So this is the file. If you want to see what type of file it is, command is file cf1. It's a ASCII text file, means normal text file only. That's it. ASCII text file means not a separate one. It's a standard text file only. That's it. We don't give any extension, right? PDF and all. The standard thing is different in that one. Okay. So what I done, I created a file and as well as I put a line in it. So here I verified it. Next, cat again single greater cf1 I okay, add new line to cf1. So I'm adding a new line. So I can add a two lines also, no problem. So control D. Now uh, read the file. It contains a line. See, good. Can you got any doubts here? So in this file, earlier add a line, the line is went inside. Now add a new line. Now it is showing that line. And do you anybody got a doubt here? I got a new line and I'm reading the
It's overwritten, sir.
it is
Overwritten, I think. Like
yes,
we created CF1
very
earlier.
good. It is well written. So what happened? It has to show two lines, right? So I'm going to my notepad. See, I added two lines, right? So this is first I added it like this. Okay. Now later I add a new one. So new line. Add a new line to cf1 file. So in this file, it should show two lines, but it is not showing two lines. It is showing only what happened. It is showing only one line only. What happened? It is this greater. Okay, so this thing, what it will do? So what I done actually, cat greater cf1. Then I put a add new line to yeah anything you can put a c1 file. Okay, and ctrl plus d. Okay, don't type ctrl here. Press the control D only. Use your brain. Understand? Okay, ctrl D. So I saved it. Then I put a cat command to see cf1. What happened? It is showing only one line only, not showing two lines. Earlier this line and I add a new line. It means two lines it will show. So what happened here? This is the thing is. So if it is, it create new file or override existing. Okay, I have to check the existing filling, but it's override the file. It will override the content. Override the file content. So in the first situation, I created a
Sir,
file,
can
okay, and I verified a file is created or not. Okay, in the first one, I created a file and I verified file is created or not. And next, I read the file. Okay, then I try to add a new file. What happened in the time? It will override the file content, means it remove the data and I add a new data. So that is effect of this one. So what is the solution? Cat double greater cf1. Okay, so here what will happen? It append uh, it append to the current content. What I'm typing, content to the content, means in the bottom it will add it. So whatever I type here, it will add it to the new line. So this is the line is there currently. This is the line, and I'm going to add a new line. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Append a line. Okay. Append a line. So something. Then use a control D. CTRL plus D. Okay. So like that. Okay. So first is like, can you see cat? So this is the only one line is there. Now what I'm going to do is cat double greater cf1. Now I'm adding a new line here. I'm just type anything, but I'm typing append to the append to the above lines. Control D. Now read the file cf1. Can you see this one? This is the previous line. So this is the line and existing line, and add a new line to it. So this is called a appending. So double greater we should use it. Okay. So again ls cf1 file only, nothing is no difference. Check with the cat command. I want to add another line to it. cf1 mm, new. Okay. Third line adding something you can give. Third line, fourth line. I'm adding a two lines to it. Control D. Now check it. Cat cf1. So you can see the lines like that. So it is safe to use double greater. It means you don't know, you didn't check properly. This is a very important file, and accidentally you use slash and you replace entire data. It replacing entire data. It remove the data content of the C1 file and adding a new data. If you want that one, you can do it. But in this condition, so what happened? It is appending to the new data. But you cannot edit the data in this process. Okay, cat cf1. Okay, so using greater and double greater, I'm putting cat using greater and double graters. Okay, we cannot edit that data in file. Okay, we cannot edit the data in the file. Okay, so this is the one. Guys, I'm going to put a clear because
Sir,
already I note down in notepad. Again,
sir,
yeah,
hello, sir.
yeah, tell me.
After giving ls command, I got some different results, sir. Anaconda case.php.
Yeah, very good, no problem. You done in a root. That is because of root. You put ls.
Sir, just S. Ha, yes. Yes.
Yeah, because it's a
Got
CSV
different.
file
You got
existing in
different
your root.
results, sir.
Hmm?
You got different result.
Yeah, I got different result, right? So don't worry about this one. Okay. So because I'm using a
Okay.
student first of all, and second one is whether you are using root or student. When you create a file, it will show the file also. I have a files inside automatically created. I don't know because few of the commands are created automatically, but I created CF1. So look at that one only. If you create a file, the file will show here. That's it. Okay. So even though it is a root,
Okay.
if you create a file, it will show. So don't worry about it. Okay. Pre-existing. I'm using root. Already 3 files are there. Very good. Very good. Guys, one more time I'm going to repeat. Whether you are understanding or not, I don't know. So I repeating again. So I'm going to create a CF2. Okay. Look at now. Cat greater CF2. Okay. Cat greater CF2. I'm putting some line. This is CF2. Okay. CF2 is new file. Okay. 2 lines are added. Control D. Verify. First I'm verify with ls. Can you see? CF2 is showing. Earlier CF2 is not there here. Now it is there. Because of I created a new file. Next. Cat CF2. So that is CF1, CF2. So what is the content in the CF2? Which is whatever the data is added, that same data. 2 lines are displaying. If I use cat greater and CF2, so add a new line. So what happened? Add a new line to file CF2. Now control D. Now I'm using control D. Added a 2 lines to CF2. What happened? Cat CF2. It is showing last added 2 lines only. It is not showing the previously added lines. I add a 2 lines here. Okay, where it is? Sorry. Added a 2 lines here to my CF2. Added a 2 lines and again added a 2 lines. Added 2 lines here in the CF2 having a 2 lines and added a 2 lines. What happened? It has a last data only, not a previous data. It does not contain a previous data. Now cat CF2 enter, just control D. I not done anything. See, very simple. I didn't add anything. I use just control D only. Now check the cat CF2 did not contain anything. It means I completely removed the data. Okay, CF2 does not contains any data. Just keep on moving. That's why I try to keep it in top. This is better one, I think. Okay, so I removed entire data by using like this. I done. Immediately I put a control D. I didn't add any data, so that CF2 is a complete empty file. Again, cat greater CF2. So I'm putting this is CF2 file. Okay, and I said it is a second line in file. Control D. I put a 2 lines. Next. So I'm reading the file. So what are there? This is 2 lines are there. What are the 2 lines I added? So that is there. Cat double greater CF2. Now I'm putting some data. Third line in file, fourth line in file. So you can put a fifth line, anything, any data you can. Control D, done. Cat CF2. Now can you see all the lines are there? Here I added a two lines with a single greater. So added two lines. Now two lines are there in existing file. Next, using double greater, I added a two lines. Now the file is first two lines and next two lines also there. So totally four lines. This is the use of this one, guys. Okay. So single greater means create, or a override means remove the content of the file and add the new data to it. So double greater means add the data to the existing file in append manner. Append means bottom it will add it. This is already there. These new two lines are added. These two lines are added here to the existing data bottom only it will add it. That is called append. So that is called append. So this is a how to create a file using cat command. Okay? Using cat command.
Means sir, if you want to add data at bottom, after any time we have to use double
Yes,
signs of greater than.
double greater only. For
Oh,
example, I'm going to use a ping command. Okay. Okay. No. Better not go for a redirection part. But this is also redirection only. But I'm not going redirection now. So I have to explain the redirection then only. I can go. So already I told cat command is used to create a file, and what command is used to create a file like a empty file. Touch is also a command to create a file, but it will create empty files only. For example, CF3. Touch CF3. ls. Now I got a CF1, CF2, CF3 file also. What is the content of CF3? Nothing is there. What is the content of file? Nothing is there. So if you want to add a data to it, you can add using a cat command or any editor also. You know how to add a command data to that one? You can use CF3. Anyway, CF3 does not contain any data, so I'm using for first time I'm using a greater. I will use a double greater also. So here it is yellow CF3. So add up some data, verify it. Verification, if you don't verify, if you are not verify what you have done, so you cannot learn Linux. Simply I'm telling directly. Frankly I'm telling. Okay. So yellow CF3. Okay. So that is the data I added. Okay. Next. Using touch command, you can create a multiple files also, like a CF4, CF5, CF6, like that. You can create a multiple files also. So we'll see whether it is created. See, those files are created and without contain anything, like CF3 how it is created and without data. So like that, CF4, CF5, CF6 I created without having any data. That is the command is touch command. In touch command we have another facility is also there. It means, for example, I want to create CF7, CF8 and CF9, okay, and CF10 also. But you have to type all the commands, right? What is the common thing? CF is a common thing. Number is different. And I'm following a numbering sequence here, not a random things. For example, I want to create a random file. For example, Sony, okay, Sirisha, um, um, Aditya, Ajit, Yash, like so. This is a different structure, no straight line thing. If I press enter, all these files will be created. So I can create it. Just I put ls, where all these files are created. See, Sony, Sirisha. and here Aditya, Ajit, in alphabetical manner only. It is showing, of course, like that. So if in case, if you want to follow a sequence, like CF is a common one, CF is a common one. Okay, now I want to create, up to 6 is created, I want to create 7 to 10 files here. Okay, so I want to create CF 7 to 10 files, CF7, CF8, CF9, CF10, like that I want to create it. Okay, so in a brackets it is CF dot dot 10, it is there. Okay, now verify, is it created or not. CF7, CF8, CF9 and CF10. It means instead of typing all the file names, so if it is in a sequence manner, so you can mention directly, you can create it. So this is the way of creating files. You can create a one single empty file, or you can create a multiple empty files. Okay, you can create a different pattern, or if you are following any straight pattern of the file also we can able to create it. But all these files are empty files. Some files having a data because I added data here. Okay, so this is how we can able to use cat and touch command. So in interview if they ask the question, how do you create, what is the command for creating files, if you said cat, wrong answer. You have to use cat command with a redirection technique like greater symbol or a double greater symbol. You can use cat greater than F1, like that I am going to create. Give an example otherwise. If you say wrong, so tell them, right, sir, this is an example, cat greater than file, enter, give the line and control D. Otherwise use a cat double greater for appending purpose. These two things you can understand. Still, if he said, no, 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 how can you use the cat command? Also, you can create empty files using touch command. Using touch command, you can create empty files. This is also possible. Okay, also there. Of course, there is some other things also available, but these are the main two things: cat and touch. Understand the difference between both the things. You can try to explain them. You can explain them, and also you can give example. Give example wise. Okay, so they try to explain, like make sure that you have to present yourself like you know it. Okay, don't think you don't know, you didn't get taught, like that. Okay, so this one, normally earlier days I use a touch command to create a file, then I edit the file. I never use cat command. So one of my, not now, so almost 5 6 years back story. So one of my student came back, working in organization, then he suddenly said like, sir, they are using cat command to create a file, but you said touch only. Yeah, in a Linux, there are so many things are there. If you don't know a particular thing, does not mean you don't know anything. Remember, guys, if someone said you don't know this thing, it means you don't know anything. So, meaning is, actual part is, if you don't know something, it does not mean you don't know anything. Okay, you know something, you know some knowledge compared to me. I am working in a different organizations, and as a trainer I learn a lot of different subjects. Still still you may have a knowledge, you may having a some certain knowledge which I don't know. I'm not telling you about outside of the knowledge in the same technology itself. Some of one of our students told locate command also. I know find command, I don't know locate command till that time. Okay, I learned from this. So this locate command is also there, like that. Okay, so